Hey guys, Easy Fire TV here, and today we are reviewing the brand new Fire TV 3. Before I get started guys, for everything I talk about, there are links in the description below. So this is the recently released, just came out today, Fire TV 3. It falls in line between the Fire TV Stick and the Fire TV 2, which they are no longer making. When you compare the boxes, the new Fire TV is a little bit bigger than the Stick, slightly shorter, significantly thicker, but still a lot smaller than the Fire TV 2 box. Okay, let's go ahead and open this up. So here we've got some batteries for the remote, the Fire TV itself, the remote, power cord, and power. This is the actual box itself. Comes with this little plastic on it. It's a nice size. Another thing to note is that the Fire TV 3 power supply is a 9 volt, whereas the Fire TV Stick is a 5 volt. So how big is it? It's the Fire TV. Here's your Fire Stick. And there's the Fire TV 2. It's not much bigger than the Fire Stick when you consider total dimension, but it is significantly smaller than the Fire TV 2. In fact, you can almost fit two of them on top of the old Fire TV 2. Okay, here we're just going to go through the basic setup process. It's got like a couple different icons, but overall it's the same. You enter in your password, you connect to Wi-Fi. This one had a software update when I got it. Okay, so now that we are done installing and loading up some apps, let's check it out. It is pretty quick. Look at how responsive this is. I would say it is much closer to the Fire TV 2 than it is to a Firestick for sure. It's probably 60 to 70% there. The Fire TV 2 is a more powerful device. There's no denying that in terms of processing power. But in terms of resolution, this is a more powerful device. So a couple things I did notice is sometimes your apps might not show up here. There's a real simple fix for that. Just go to the settings and you would go to applications, open manage install applications, and then just go to the App Store and just click it and clear data and clear cache, and it will repopulate your apps. With the Fire TV 3, they have brought back calibrate display, so you can click on this and reduce the size of your image if you need to for your TV. I don't need to, so I'm just going to reset it. It is a really nice feature. Over here in audio, you also have some Adobe adjustments, so you can play with that. If you're an audiophile, you can calibrate the color to different formats. It also has up to 12-bit color depth, which is really awesome. I'm sure a lot of you are asking the question and can already see it. Can you sideload apps? Yes. Here we have Kodi, Terrarium TV, Mobdro, Redbox TV, etc. So we've got some stuff. So let's check it out. I'm going to open up Kodi. I've got a heavy build on this one. So this is a pretty heavy build, and this thing just powers right through it like it's nothing. I can just do this all day long, and it just doesn't stutter at all. It loads up movies just fine. It looks really nice. I've also noticed this, it could be me, but when I have this plugged into my 4K TV that also supports HDR, I noticed that I see some things in these images that I didn't see before. Maybe it's just me, maybe I'm looking for something, or maybe the resolution of this Fire TV 3 is really that nice. So here we have Covenant open. We can just plow through this like it's nothing. It doesn't stutter. It does a great job with Kodi. It does a great job with Terrarium TV as well. It just, no stuttering, no skipping, loads really fast, and I'm actually really far from my router right now. So now I'd like to go and talk about speed tests, like how fast is this device? In terms of using it, I honestly found that the Fire TV Stick 2 was pretty good. I never struggled with the stick. but I would find that it would lag if you tried to like really quickly move through menus. Fire TV 2 never stuttered on me. This I'm not seeing any stuttering at all either. Now let's test Wi-Fi speed. I'm gonna move to a different location for that. Okay, so I've moved locations, and the first device I'm going to test is the Firestick. I'm testing this about 6 inches from the router itself, and you can see that I'm getting pretty much 80 megabits per second across the board on the Firestick. The fastest I've seen with this device is around 98 megabits per second. I think that's the hardware limitation of the stick. Next up is the Fire TV 2. I've gotten as high as 280 with this. Right now I'm only getting about 138. I just think that's where my internet is right now. Okay, and lastly we have the new kid on the block, the Fire TV 3. I'm only getting about 130, 110 on this right now. I've seen it as high as 187. Unfortunately, I didn't have it recorded. So it seems like the hardware limitation of the Fire TV 3 is around 200 megabits per second, I'm going to guess, but that's more than sufficient. So you heard it might break the HDMI port on your TV. So a lot of people have expressed interest in this, and to that I say, just throw some Velcro on it. I picked up these. It holds up to 10 pounds, which is way more than this weighs. It's circular. It fits perfectly on this. I'm going to try to use that. Also, people have been commenting about the strength of this. I want to say that it's like both a hard and flexible material at the same time. It's pretty interesting. I think it's going to hold up. Also, in regards to the weight, in the hand, it doesn't feel much heavier than the Fire Stick with the dongle. It's pretty light. It seems to support itself pretty well. And I might just possibly use this to stick to it, or stick it just like this. Stick the Velcro on here and stick it right there. Compared to the Fire Stick, I don't find that it seems to put more weight than the Fire Stick would. Honestly, it feels about the same. So who do I think this is for? If you are using a Fire Stick, this is going to be a huge improvement. It's way faster, has better quality, has better Wi-Fi. If you have a Fire TV 2, I would say just stay there unless you really want the 4K 60 and the HDR that this is capable of. And if you are just starting out, I would say just start here. You're more future-proof. The Fire TV Stick Gen 2 is already a year old. So I would just start here. It's a few dollars more. You're going to get faster internet, and it's going to be way snappier and just give you a way better experience. That concludes my review of it. Drop a comment down below. Let me know what you think of this. And remember, I have links in the description. Drop a like or a dislike and subscribe. Check you guys in the next one.